There is no doubt that this is the biggest strategic defeat of the United States this year. On the evening of August the 15th, Atta took control of the capital Kabul, and the president was forced to leave overseas overnight. The United States stepped up arrangements for the evacuation of personnel. Taliban officials also stated that the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan would be established on the same day. The U.S. withdrawal eventually turned into a great escape, a great defeat, and a great collapse. Perhaps it is a historical coincidence. Some netizens discovered that a helicopter landing at the U.S. Embassy in Afghanistan was suspected to have appeared during the 1975 evacuation of the Saigon Embassy. 46 years later, the same plane landed from Saigon to Kabul and performed the same mission. It is no wonder that Saigon Moment has become the title of choice by many media. Putting aside the hustle and bustle of the embassy and the chaos of the international airport, looking at the history of the world after 1945 for a longer period of time. From the perspective of the rise and fall of American hegemony, it is roughly a kind of reciprocal process of expansion squandering contraction savings expansion squandering. After experiencing the first squandering contraction cycle, that is, leaving Vietnam, the United States opened a short-term savings. However, it is clear that starting in 2001, the United States has entered a new round of strategic profligacy. As of 2017, the 16-year war on terrorism had cost the United States $5.6 trillion, but the effect was not satisfactory. In 2021, the U.S. intelligence agency is expected to support the Afghan security forces for 90 days. And they will lose cleanly in almost 9 days. The U.S. spent at least $2 trillion in Afghanistan in 20 years. And the total amount directly used to build Afghanistan is nearly $100 million US, of which more than 88 billion were used to train the 300,000 security forces. As a result, the trained troops did not last for 10 days. This dissipated money is a tangible and quantifiable cost for the United States. And in terms of the skill development direction of the new military revolution and the U.S. macro strategy, it is an intangible and unquantifiable cost. From Saigon in 1975 to Kabul in 2021, history is always repeating itself. And the lessons are also worth thinking about. As an ally and brother of the United States, do you think about your future path through the smog over Kabul? How much capacity does such an America still have to stay in its current position and continue to be the so-called leader to let its partners to meet various challenges? Not to mention the construction of Afghanistan. Even the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan has withdrawn from the deserted Saigon moment. Can such a U.S. government really become the core of leadership for the Western camp to respond to global challenges?